Howdy, folks. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Take a seat.
Oh, where am I taking it?
Just on the couch.
Okay, it's on the couch now.
So,
Do
all
I
right.
sit on the chair?
Sit on the collapsible
Hold on.
chair on the couch.
Let me just...
Now, you may be wondering why I brought you both here today.
This is really uncomfortable, and yes,
Yeah, me too. I'm just
I'm
standing.
sorry that the couch is made of rocks.
my leg is cramping.
That's fair.
That's-
so
that'll
I just
happen.
wanted to tell you both that my name is Marble and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name is Ray, and my pronouns are he, him.
Oh, what a coincidence! Because my name is Mars and my pronouns are they them.
That is a coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Now, I brought us
yeah.
all here together to talk about our feelings about a very specific subject. And I know that, I didn't really run this by y'all at first, but I figured it's worth saying. I wanted to know how you all felt about Fighting Foodons episode 10 Boot Camp Buffet.
Oh wow, I just watched that with a couple friends.
Oh, really?
Me
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Like,
me too.
Although
my
my
me
room
too.
was really
ago.
dark, so I have no idea who those friends were.
I could hear them, and they're just a light in the darkness.
Aw, that's sweet. I wonder who they were.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know.
I watched it with my friends, Greg and Tamara.
I understand.
My two
Yeah,
friends,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
my two other friends
Mhm.
that I have.
You have other
besides-
friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
gotcha.
Other
Oh.
friends that their
Oh,
names
oh.
are Greg and Tamara.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I just thought that
yeah.
you would have told us if you had other friends.
I'm telling you now.
I have to
I'm telling you
Actually-
now. And that's what matters. That's what's important.
Yeah, okay.
Marble.
All right.
Yeah, I just need to do a quick blog about my feelings. Can
Okay,
we...
do your blog.
Ray, you didn't tell me you had feelings.
Marble, sweetie, everyone has feelings. I just hide mine.
Oh, understandable.
Well, I mean, I understand, and I know what I'm about to say might sound like a Kingdom Hearts thing, and it's actually not, but he did have to go retrieve his heart from... He was heartless for a while, is what I'm saying, but not that kind of heartless.
Right.
How do you know?
Like
I
more
mean-
of in the literal sense, like the actual organ itself was gone.
I had
and
to
he had to
find
go
a
find
heart.
it.
Yeah, I mean, his heart died a long time ago, and he had to just find any... It's like the Headless Horseman, but it's the heartless Rayman.
And unrelated to Kingdom Hearts. We need to separate the two. This is unrelated to Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts. It was floating in the sky, though, in a massive, conglomeration of hearts.
Listen, that
not
wasn't my
not like in
fault.
Kingdom Hearts, but it is, similar, so I
right.
feel like, it's worth mentioning.
But this actually happened in real life,
Right.
Yeah.
2
Not
weeks
in,
ago.
Not in Kingdom Hearts.
And Ray did have to open the door to Kingdom Hearts, but not that one.
Not that
Not the one from the game, though.
The
And also,
clothing shop.
while he didn't have a heart, his body did split into two. The
I'm
heartless
fine.
version
We're
of Ray,
fine.
and then just this sort of nameless one, and just to tell them apart, we did a little anagram of Ray with an X in it. But that's not like Kingdom Hearts. It's not like that.
It's just easier to remember that way.
Yeah.
And he did...
It's important to tell the difference.
Ray did have a big key that he used to hit things with, but it's not like that.
It's not that. Not that.
It's
key,
not the Kingdom
that.
Key. It's not.
Nah, it's not
No,
like that.
it's very
He did
different.
have very big feet, but that was unrelated.
Did y'all know that I walk like Sora from Kingdom Hearts? That's unrelated. I
good.
actually do though. My feet point outwards, and when I walk, I look like I'm Sora.
One of my feet angles outwards, but I don't. I think that's just I don't know. I was gonna call it some kind of. I don't know. It's not really. It doesn't actually affect me. It's just a thing. One of my feet points
Yeah.
forward like normal, and then one of my feet is legitimately always turned out, and it's uncomfortable to make it forward.
Yeah, same. But mine is more pronounced, and I've been compared to Sora. My friend in high school once said that if I was just looking at your feet and walking, I would know it was you because it looks like Sora. And I was so flattered.
Remember when this podcast was about Fighting Foodons? Episode
that?
11?
Now it's about feet, and y'all did this. Well, I
We
kind
did
of
not.
did this. I kind of did this.
You did this.
I did this.
We
But
all
not like
did
in
this.
Kingdom Hearts.
I just walk around gracefully, like the combination of a cheetah and one of those big birds. I would walk around very gracefully.
Oh, yeah.
I walk on stilts all the time.
Yeah, I am. I've
It's a
started
character
learning.
trait.
I've started learning how to float so I could like meet Marble at eye level. It's really difficult to do.
I know, because I'm on those like 4-foot stilts, which adds my height up to 5 feet, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the implications of all of this is incredible.
We just made an entire lore.
Well, anyway.
So Fighting Foodons episode 9 is called...
Episode 10, though.
Battle
Boot
Bucket
Camp Buffet.
Thank you.
Jimmy Buffet.
Jimmy
Buffet's Island Time is
also
what it's
known
called.
as Pie Tin Eviscerates Claudia.
Oh my gosh, he sure does. It was funny.
Python, this is the most scathing thing maybe that I've ever heard said
we'll
to
get
anyone.
Back to it. We'll get to it.
That's the highlight of the episode.
Yeah,
we can't give it away all at once. You gotta, hey everybody, strap in because it's gonna be a wild roller coaster ride where we talk about episode 10 of Fighting Foodons Boot Camp Buffet.
He said roller coaster ride.
Hey, if the show was about Pokemon, would it be Boot Camp Wobbuffet?
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. So in this episode...
hold on. And if this was Pokemon, then Sir Dumpling, Fried Ricer, and Rapscallion would be the starters.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously you pick Sir Dumpling if you're not.
You obviously pick Sir... You don't pick Rapscallion.
Yeah, unfortunately. And that's the grass type, so, like, I am obligated to pick Rapscallion, and I'm sad about it.
Wait, is Rapscallion the grass type?
Fried Ricer is the fire type, I feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fried. And then Sir Dumpling is water.
But isn't Sir Dumpling's ghee green?
Yeah, but steam, dumplings, water.
I can't argue with that, but his ghee is green, though.
And everybody knows that grass is also green.
Grass is green. I'm going to pull up some pictures of the grass.
Grass can be yellow too, can't it? Yeah, hold on. I just searched yellow grass. You heard me type the words yellow grass.
Yeah, I did.
I think grass can be blue also. Blue grass.
Yeah. And then there's red grass soaked in the blood of my enemies.
Yeah, and only Diddy Kong can pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Donkey Kong 64 joke.
Yeah.
It was... You know what, Marble? It certainly was. You know?
Anyway, Fighting Foodons is not Pokemon, as much as we don't want to talk about this episode.
It's also not Donkey Kong 64.
Yet.
But there is rapping.
You know what?
There is rapping.
There is rapping.
I think it's closer to Donkey Kong 64 than it is to Pokemon.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, y'all, not to disimmerse everyone, when I fake typed, I did highlight my audio track, and I'm worried I did something. What?
That was fake typing?
Yes.
Ray, how dare you?
It's called Foley work. I am a master of my craft,
Ray,
which is
you lied
BS.
to me.
Mars, I lie all the time. It's just how much I hide it.
So there's one thing standing in the way of me derailing and just starting the episode myself, and that's that I don't know what the name of the chef guy is, so I can't do it.
Pop.
Crock Pop. Yeah.
So Chase from Fighting Foodons, that one show. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Have we established that that's the show we're watching?
Yeah. No, well, maybe.
I don't know. Can you
So
repeat
Chase from
the
Fighting
question?
Foodons is there. And in this episode of Fighting Foodons, episode 10, Boot Camp Buffet, Chase is visiting a master chef recommended to him by John Bolidia in the last episode, who runs a boot camp that will teach him how to be the goodest chef in the universe ever on the planet. And we see them arriving, and apparently this dude, Crock Pop, is also an old friend of Oslo's.
Ex-boyfriend.
This is the first time we have heard literally anything about Oslo's past at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We finally know that Oslo had a life outside of just appearing one day and floating on a tiny plate and being the worst.
We have always on this show taken the firm stance that Oslo is a liar and a betrayer and a betrayer and a betrayer and a betrayer.
So this is the episode where they meet that one guy. He has 2 teeth.
Crock Pop.
Crock Pop! Oh, Crock Pop!
Hold on.
We've been here for a week.
Let's address the elephant in the room. And by the elephant in the room, I mean, whoops, been a week.
We got a pet elephant.
We did get a pet elephant.
We were saving up for a whole week, and now it lives in our podcast room.
Yeah. It's our potiphant.
What's their name?
How do you not know this, Ray? You were there.
I was drinking a lot of water at the time. I wasn't paying attention.
When you were slurping it so loud that you didn't hear us.
I know.
Say the
and
name.
I just didn't want to say it because I didn't want to be rude. So I've just been kind of like, yeah, elephant butt, woo! What's its name? Please
okay,
help.
I'm gonna cover our good elephant friend's name's ears so Mars can say what the name is.
Well, the name of the elephant, I mean, it is Byleth.
Oh, how could I forget? Named after Smash DLC character and Fire Emblem representative, number 99, Byleth.
Yeah, except instead of a BY, it's a BI.
Yes.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
So in this episode of Decker
I don't remember what happened.
We didn't actually talk about the elephant in the room. I mean, the metaphorical one.
We didn't. So last week we recorded a little bit, and that's the bit that you just heard, and then we stopped, and now we're starting again a week later.
We went on a sabbatical.
We had to go on some personal journeys.
We went to a nice sauna. We went to caves. We went to some caves.
We went to your local Walmart and just got all the bagel bites. Every single one. We didn't leave a single bagel bite.
Remember that time that you went to Walmart recently and they were out of bagel bites and you're like, really wish that they had some bagel bites.
Or at least somebody could explain to me why they're out of bagel bites.
Nope.
Right, yeah.
You get one of those things.
It was us, and I am sorry in a sense.
We burgled your bagel bites.
Like, it's one of those things that, like, I know is wrong, and I regret that it made you sad, but I think I would probably still do it.
I would do it. I'm in the process of stealing some right now.
I mean, I'm still enjoying those delicious bagel bites from that we stole the last time. And they're a little stale now.
I can't put them down.
But
I ate all of mine, and I'm going to get more right now.
You ate all of yours already?
Listen, I work out. I needed the calories.
You do, yeah.
So now we're gonna have another 20-minute intro.
Now here's the thing about it though, is that we didn't watch the episode again, and I don't remember literally any of the episode and what happened in it.
We have written down what happens in the episode on a small post-it note and given it to Raymond, and no one else is allowed to look at it.
Yes. So,
yeah.
So last time we left off, we were talking about how Oslo has secrets and friends.
Yeah, Oslo is bad. I know that for sure.
But we learned that Oslo is friends/lovers with Crock-Pop and Jambalaya.
That name sounds familiar. Oh, is this the university episode?
This is the school episode, yeah.
Okay.
Chase goes to school and then tries to leave school. And then he goes back to school and tries to leave school again. Then tries to steal from the school, then leaves school again.
That's literally what happened. Let's talk about some of the key players here. There's Chet.
Yeah, there's Chet, the also bad man.
There's Crock-Pop.
There's Crock-Pop.
There's
Claudia.
Chase is there. Claudia is there.
Claudia is there.
Byleth is there.
Byleth is there. Our pet elephant. Bileth.
Python's parents are not there.
That's true, yes.
Right, yeah. They have a whole scene where they're like, hey, Python,
That was
love
last
supporting you
episode.
in your
episode.
dreams. Never mind. This was last episode, so we'll talk to you later, Python. And then he says, "Okay, have fun in 2 weeks ago episode."
But this is the episode where, after seeing this is mostly for our benefit here. After being seen off by Jumbolidia, they're given the coordinates to a secret Gruul school. Why didn't we talk about how this was a reference to Gruul school?
Well, the fact that you just called it Gruul School is, and I'm sorry to say this, but it is the best pun you've ever made.
I know.
And,
it was,
and there wasn't any build up to it.
I know, and then I had to stop because I'm like, wait, Scooby-Doo.
I really,
It was like Gruul Academy or something, but it's Gruul School.
It's Gruul School, and covering this episode is quite the grueling task, if I must say.
Absolutely, thank you. So let's slog through this and get to the end of it.
Coleslaw. I have been rewatching a lot of Scooby-Doo movies recently with different friends.
Cyber Chase.
We did watch Cyber Chase recently.
I want to make it clear to the audience that you are going to get very little fighting Foodons right now, and just us kind of
You're going to get very much Marble laying face first on her desk and talking about Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase.
Now, here's the thing about it, about Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase.
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
The witch's ghost is better in almost every way.
Yes, absolutely.
But one of them has video games in it, is the thing.
Yeah, but one of them does have video games in it.
But the other one has the Hex Girls.
The other one has the Hex Girls, and here's the other thing about it, is that nobody seems to know what video games are in Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase.
Yeah, it's like Spy Kids 3D Game Over, but like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I remember watching it as a child and thinking, I know more than these detective solvers.
Yeah. And also
gaming.
And also the big solution, and no spoilers obviously for Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, but the big solution is, it was one of the two people in the room.
Wow.
What?
What do you mean? What do you mean that they did it?
It's because they wrote the story backwards. Like they knew what the twist was going to be, and then they wrote around the twist, and like they all already knew, and they forgot that it was supposed to be a big hidden secret.
I don't know if the two of you knew this, but originally Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase was literally just the plot of Cyber Chase, the math show on PBS, but they made that before they could finish the movie, so they
I want to take
like,
a break and watch Witch's Ghost, Ghoul School.
Yes, absolutely. Let's listen to the Hex Girls.
Could we do a whole season of Deck of Friendship that is just watching Scooby-Doo movies?
Let's do a whole season of Scooby-Doo. Let's do a whole season of Deck of Friendship where we watch Witch's Ghost
over and over and learn
over
about
again.
Yeah, absolutely.
And every episode we have a new guest star that has never seen Witch's Ghost. And they watch Witch's Ghost and they say, wow,
I can't believe Tim Curry was in that.
Wow,
and you'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, right? It's a good movie.
It's such a good movie. Now I want to watch this. Fighting Foodons happens. Literally, Chase is at school and he's like, I don't want to be here anymore. And he tries to steal a magic scroll.
To be fair,
secrets.
we have seen the assignments at the school and they involve hanging upside down by your feet and swinging a butcher's knife around. Not like chopping stuff, just swinging it around.
And also, like, doing stir-fry on a log in a river.
Yeah.
And also just catching a fish with your hands, which I think Chase has done before anyway.
Yeah, he did it at Chris Island.
He did do it at Chris Island. And Chris Island was there. Chris Island saw it.
Yeah, no. Island.
And he was offended that Chase didn't have it down pat after spending all that time with him.
Yeah, well, Chris Island then said, like, hey, Chase, look, you gotta, all right?
You have to grab where the fish is going to be, not where it is.
You gotta lead the fish.
Lead the fish grab.
Have you learned nothing from playing Counter-Strike Source, Chase?
You have to lead your shots.
You have to lead your shot.
But Chris Island,
your hands aren't hit scan.
I've never used a gun before, Chris Island. How do I do it?
How are you gonna catch these fish without a gun chase? I mean, come on, let's be realistic here.
I mean, I guess I could chase it.
We're gonna have to go back to the drawing board.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to crash land on a deserted island again. Just pick one.
Yeah,
Okay.
just pick one. We got fools on every one of these islands. Just pick one.
All right, let's do it. If it's to take down the bad guys, what are the bad guys' names? Help.
They're called
Scrambled Gregs.
the Scrambled Gregs.
Marvel!
Well, you can't make a scrambled Greg without breaking a few Gregs.
Oh my gosh.
You can't make broken eggs without breaking a few eggs.
That's, you know what? It's what they say. It is
You
what
know-
they say.
I think I'm gonna retire after this.
Oh,
Not from the
congratulations.
podcast, but just in general.
Just
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
Gosh.
You've made your goof pension.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we paid our dues.
Yeah, it's the only way we'll get. What is a pension again?
I don't know,
I
but
don't
I do
know.
know that if I keep making goofs, that Goofy Goof is gonna come to my house and say, "Ray, you gotta stop or I'll arrest you." And I'll say,
now,
okay.
Ray, that is we have that. I don't know which voice you've done because that's not what Goofy sounds like, and you know this.
It's
Listen.
mostly what Goofy sounds
No,
like.
remember that Goofy sounds like this.
Oh no,
Hey, what up? I'm Goofy, and I.
that's right. He just plays a character.
Now,
And I'm
see,
just-
both of those were very close to the actual Goofy. That now I think that
The
like
actual historical Goofy.
historical Goofy.
Historical
Before
Goofy.
Disney got a hold of him and started like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know, just really like washing out all his character and whatnot. The historical Goofy sounded just like both of those voices somehow at the same time.
Yeah.
Like when he talks, you hear two voices.
Well, it's because of his two mouths that he has.
Of course.
One at the front, one at the back, just like a Mawile.
Yeah, and then what? Well, there's the third one that's coming out of the belly button.
Mm-hmm. But we don't talk about that one.
And then the fourth one, which is
Every 30 seconds launches a mega flare, so they always pan the camera away for those parts.
You always think it's Donald, but it's actually Goofy's fourth mouth.
Yeah, that's why Donald collapsed after using it in Kingdom Hearts 3 is because Goofy was standing behind him using mega flare on both of them.
Yep.
If we titled our episodes, this episode would be titled Goofy's Fourth Mouth.
And the witch's ghost.
So Chase finds out there's a magic scroll that teaches you how to cook. Chase and Chet try to steal the scroll, but they get caught.
Yep. And then Claudia steals it instead.
And then they have a fight with Claudia to get the scroll back.
And then they learn how to be friends.
Hey, remember
Chet loses.
remember that Chet, in the last time we saw him in the tournament,
Was being an abusive bully? Yes.
was abusing his Foodons and like hitting them and stuff. Why are we chill with Chet? Is all I'm saying.
I don't know
the
because
show forgot.
yeah.
The show forgot.
It was really dark and really uncomfortable, and now Chet's still a rude boy, but he's chilled out a lot.
I'm just saying, it's not like we watch Pokemon and see Ash palling around with the guy who abandoned his Charmander in the rain, and then it was raining, and the flame tail almost went out, and the Charmander would have died if Ash didn't run back and cover him with a big leaf.
And then it went to Brock.
But it's like if that guy came back 5 episodes later and was like, "Hey Ash, what's going on? Oh, you got my Charmander? Cool.
You want to
All
be
right.
a traveling companion? Okay.
Yeah, let's hang out.
Yeah, no.
Go to school with me and my wacky grandpa.
Go to school with me, Ash."
Not to be fair, we didn't know Chet was there until after they signed up for school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, Chet and Chase like hit it off awkwardly really quickly, and I
Yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah.
And they learned to respect each other. Let's hope Chet learned how to respect his Foodons. Hopefully.
Literally, right?
Because they are
Probably
never
not.
going to cover it, so we have to cross our fingers and hope.
Yeah. Their way of saying that was at the end of that fight, during the tournament arc where Chet did not acknowledge it at all.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Claudia beats Chet in battle, and it's a humiliating defeat. And Chet says, this is moral retribution for how terrible of a person I am. That's what he says. He says it right into the camera.
Mm-hmm. And Claudia's like, that's right, I'm a good guy all along, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here to teach you a lesson about Foodon friendship.
Well, it's just like...
She's meowrily ambiguous.
Well,
anyways.
It's
you made me spit. You made me legitimately spit.
When Claudia's curse or mind control wears off and she turns into a regular cat, she will basically just be the cat from Sabrina the Teenage Witch that I'm forgetting the name of. Salem.
Love Salem.
She'll be a little bit like Salem.
Yeah, dramatic, but doesn't do anything.
Yeah, or like
wizened.
Or like if Luna from Sailor Moon was edgy.
Yeah.
If Luna from Sailor Moon had a knife.
If Luna from Sailor Moon was a knife.
That's how they made Claudia, is they fused a cat with a knife.
And it turned into a cat human.
Yeah.
So Claudia's beating Chase and Chet, and so the Python, Chet, and Chase decide to team up and do a triple attack with their Foodons and toppings.
So Dumpling was there.
Triple finish.
Triple finish.
Oh, he used triple finish on my Pokemon, and now they're flying off the screen, and now they're exploding on the side.
Game.
That's what people say when Pokemon Trainer uses triple finish, and then they fly off the side.
That's what I say every single time.
It's wild that they don't have any like Final Smash reactions except for that one.
It's really weird that like the game plays an audio cue that pretends to be the other player saying, "Oh, I can't believe that they're using triple finish on my character to blast me off the screen."
I like the idea that it's one person who's like just an amateur voice actor, like trying to do the voices of every character that flies off the screen, even if they canonically don't talk.
Oh yeah.
Like Game & Watch.
Yeah, Game & Watch.
I'm Mr. Game & Watch. Oh no, there I go. This is what Mr. Game & Watch sounds like.
That's the whole
clip. We just played the clip.
Yeah.
That was the clip.
That was just the clip. Like as an editor, I will sometimes edit in sound effects or little cues if we need to expound
can you give us one of those funny little like slide flutes? Just like
yeah, absolutely.
One of those deals. Yeah, one of those.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can you include the entirety of My Heart Will Go On for me?
No, don't do that. That's copyrightable. Here, I'll make a song for you to put in, Mars.
Yeah, make a song for me to put in.
How does it? That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Really good. Wow. Oh, wow. That key change, though.
Oh, that bridge.
Whoa. Yeah. Pretty good, right?
Wow. And that's you rapping?
Yeah.
I'm really surprised you wanted to use a baritone as the main instrument.
Yeah, it works. Yeah. With like the flute harmonizing, it's really like this. It's really interesting.
I'm really glad you like it.
Can you send this to me? I'm going to use it as my ringtone.
Absolutely. I'm actually going to do that. And when I find out that you're not actually using it as your ringtone, I'm going to be extremely offended.
Okay. Well, I want you to know that I'm going to use it as my ringtone for you specifically because I have different ringtones for everyone I know.
Good.
So if I get a call and you don't hear it, it's because you're not calling me.
Okay. Well, when we hang out, I'm going to call you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I better hear it.
So Claudia is winning, and friendship overtakes her, and Chase and team win, and then Claudia steals the scroll anyway because it's just sitting in front of them on a pedestal.
So I do remember this. So the way they have this whole arena set up is I think Claudia right. So Claudia steals it initially in the night, and
oh god,
there's this locked shed basically on the campus that has the scroll in it, and in the daytime it's surrounded by guards. At night they all go to bed, I guess,
and it's guarded by Tim, the two Pokemon, the twin
children.
Pokemon trainers.
Yeah.
From Pokemon.
You mean Tate and Liza again?
Tate and Liza, yes, again.
Yeah. They're guarding it, but they fell asleep because Claudia walked in and drugged them.
Yeah, no, that's Claudia drugged 2 children and put them to sleep.
Popped 2, I think they were like called sleep cookies or something like that. But like, yeah, she drugged them. It's weird.
And she got the scroll, and she was good.
They're gonna have a hard time explaining that during the redemption arc.
Well, it's mind control, you know?
Yeah.
She didn't make the cookies.
If Pegasus got one, Claudia can get one.
Uh-huh.
I'm still mad.
Pegasus didn't get one from us, though.
Right, no,
the
of course
show
not.
did.
We respectfully disagree with Pegasus's redemption.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, yeah. So she steals it, and then in the morning, after they're all freaking out that it's gone, she shows up at the front gate and is like, haha, stole your thing. I don't know why she didn't just leave.
Because she was threatening them to, like, turn over the school or something, right?
Yeah, she wanted to take over the school for the Gormandizers or whatever.
Right, and they said no.
Yeah.
And so she said, Foodon battle.
And the way they have it set up is that they're sitting at, like, they've got, so it's literally the 30 to 40 people in the school just sort of standing around against the one Gormandizer soldier.
Mm-hmm.
I literally don't know why they don't just, I don't know, dogpile her and throw her in jail.
Oh, because of the twist at the end of the episode. That's why nobody tried to stop her.
Yeah, because
Wait, what twist? I do not remember this.
So Claudia loses to Chase and the power of friendship.
Yeah.
And then tries to just steal it anyways, because why wouldn't she?
Right, it was basically sitting on the ground.
And just like in hit film Kung Fu Panda, you may want to cover your ears, listeners, if you haven't seen Kung Fu Panda, or maybe you're still working your way through it. I know it's a long watch.
Now, I do... I'm sorry to interrupt this, but I do love the standard set that we will not spoil the ending of Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, but we will spoil Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah. Listen, there's a hierarchy of film, okay?
Yeah, plus, here's the thing. Kung Fu Panda is a wonderful movie, and I would never disparage that, but it is just like an hour and a half long, so we can't really expect people to like sit through that whole thing just to understand the joke.
Sure.
Right.
Now, Cyber Chase, on the other hand, is a tight hour 20, so it's
that extra
fine.
10 minutes really makes it.
It does.
Really, yeah.
So the scroll is blank,
And like half of the extra runtime on Kung Fu Panda is just Jack Black like ranting in the credits.
Yeah, and while he's doing it, they have like an old like low poly like PS1 grade like 3D model of him like breakdancing.
Well, it's like it's a modded version of Crash Bandicoot that he's let's playing over the credits, and it goes way longer than the runtime of the credits.
Yeah,
but it is a modded version of Crash Bandicoot with Jack Black as
Crash,
and all the Wampa fruits are replaced with VHS copies of School of Rock.
and Coco the sister is Miranda Cosgrove. Anyway,
yeah. And the final boss is just for a second I was trying to do I'm gonna be real with you right now. I was gonna say Slimer from Ghostbusters because for a second, for a legit second, I thought that Jack Black was in a Ghostbusters movie, and I don't know why.
Goosebumps.
The final boss is the puppet. The one.
Hey, Mars.
The puppet. Yeah. Hi.
This is for you. Go listen to our episode of Goosebumps on Mock Footage.
No, I actually did,
Ray.
I did listen to, and I also did watch the movie in theaters. I did a double. I watched Goosebumps, and then immediately went into a showing of
Goosebumps 2.
Oh, I wish. No, it was that Guillermo del Toro movie. Set in the mansion.
Yeah.
You know, the
Haunted
one.
Mansion.
No, he's been talking about doing a Haunted Mansion movie for a while. Just hasn't happened.
But you can't outlive the original is the thing.
No, the original is very good, actually.
I saw the original. The only two things that I remember about the original Haunted Mansion movie, because I saw it once or twice when I was a kid on like VHS or whatever that we rented from Blockbuster. Because I am young, but I'm still old enough to remember that. And the only two things I remember about it is that it starts off in like a sports bar, I think, and ends with the message of nothing takes 2 minutes. And that's the core message of the movie, is that nothing takes 2 minutes.
Are you sure you're not thinking about Luigi's Mansion?
I'm pretty sure that the ending of Luigi's Mansion does not say end with Mario saying, Luigi, nothing takes 2 minutes. That's not how it goes.
It's a long game, Mars. It's not a 2-minute game. Anyway, we need to talk about Foodons.
Do we though?
No.
I feel like we've said everything that happens in the episode. Then Claudia runs away and is blasting off again, you know.
And then Chase and friends say, nope, we're done. We're done with school. I learned a lot. These lessons actually helped me a lot to become a better Foodon chef, but bye.
Yeah, and also the master of the place, you said his name. Crock Pop. Switched out the scroll at some point to be a fake blank one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure when that happened.
He said it was while everyone was, like, when they were setting up.
I guess so.
That's hilarious.
And I guess the real question is, maybe you should have had it swapped from the beginning to have a fake scroll that you were guarding with the guards, and then have the real scroll in a secret place that you never tell anybody about.
Well, then that means you have to build a second secret area, you know?
Right. You know, just put it under the floorboards. I don't know.
Just hide it in plain sight.
Have a statue holding it.
Hide it inside the stomach of your grandson.
Put it inside Claudia's backpack.
Hide it.
She'll never know.
Look.
She never cleans that thing. She'll never know.
She'll just think it's another, like, plan that she has that she forgot, that she gave up on.
She still has, like, assignments from university that she didn't turn in.
She finished them, but she never turned them in.
She has her doctorate in foodology in there, and she thinks it's her doctorate.
It was very funny, and but I do also want to not breeze past the fact that Ray said, "Store it in your grandfather's, in your grandson's stomach."
Yep. Do you have the moral capacity to kill this child to get the scroll?
Wait.
I need to know, Claudia.
I think Claudia does. I think Claudia would kill.
That's fine. We don't like Chet.
Why is Claudia hiding it, then?
No, she's not. Grandpa's hiding it in Grandson's stomach.
Now, okay, I understand that more, because I thought that in order to hide it in the stomach in the first place, Chet would have to die.
Oh, no, like...
And I thought that's what you were implying.
Oh, no, it's magic. There's some magic involved there. And then once Chet dies, you can just pull it out of his stomach.
Don't worry about it, everybody. There's magic.
It's Foodonology. It's fine. Is Chet a Foodon? No.
Every episode of this season is somebody asking if a character is a Foodon.
Is Oslo a Foodon?
Can I just say, every episode of Deck of Friendship, we get more and more unhinged.
Yeah.
We get further and further away from coherent thought.
Yeah.
But closer to God's
We just talked
truth.
about the episode in like 30 seconds total. Like if you take every 5-second bit and smash them together, that's about how long we talked about the episode.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, is that I'm still pretty sure we got the entire point across.
Yeah, I don't... It's another thing of, like, again, like, every other episode of this show seems like it's, like, not great.
Yeah, because last one was a banger.
Last one was really good, because it had Jambalaya as a main character.
Yes.
This one, I don't know.
It was okay.
It was fine.
This episode was there.
It will get us to the next episode, which will be better.
It certainly did. And, like, here's the thing.
And hopefully we never see that kid again. I'll Chet my bottom dollar.
I can't keep doing this podcast.
Sorry. No, I understand. Me neither.
Hey, Marble.
Because I'm never going to be able to top that is the problem.
Hey, Marble.
Hi.
Is it hard being the funniest person in the room at all times?
Yes.
You're so brave. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Thanks.
so brave. I'm so proud of you.
That's enough questions. Marbles has to go.
It's true. I'm gonna duck out for the rest of the episode. Goodbye.
Marble just got rushed into her limo and is driving away.
Rushed out of Discord. goodness, this episode. Oh my gosh. I died laughing is what happened. Yeah, that's fighting Foodons.
I mean, that is fighting Foodons in a sense.
So here's the thing about fighting Foodons is that they put a card on a food and then it say "arr."
Have we had a pirate one yet?
Oh,
put me on the spot, Mars.
What?
Was it?
I don't know if they actually said "r." I was making things up, okay?
I don't remember if there was a pirate one yet.
No, there hasn't. Isn't this the one with the bad rapping?
Yeah, was this the episode with had the bad man rapping?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
Rapscallion?
Yeah,
Was that the one?
Rapscallion.
Which has the best
right.
name, the worst character.
Yeah, it's
It's a little yikes.
Here's the thing about it.
It's a little oof of friendship.
I think when the first episodes of the show happened to us, I think that we had a sort of inclination that perhaps there would be some pretty bad voices in the show. But really, I feel like every couple of episodes there's a new worst one.
Uh-huh.
And we found it.
You know what? I don't know if this one is necessarily worse than the Jamaican accent.
I think it's hard to compare.
Yeah.
It's hard to quantify.
Yeah.
It's really,
Marvel's got it. Go ahead.
I think that they are all just bad.
They really all suck.
You shouldn't rank badness.
The only good one is Spaghetti About It.
And hey, Sir Dumpling is funny.
Sir Dumpling's fine.
It's really fun and silly.
Well, here's the thing about it. Sir Dumpling, even though it doesn't make sense for Sir Dumpling to have a, British accent, I think I would definitely prefer that to the alternative.
That is, yeah. That's what I'm saying is that his is a good one.
Yeah.
Love that. Love to hear that Dumpling say those words in that voice.
And then, of course, the best one, obviously, is beefsteak.
Yeah, the ones where they're neutral
yeah.
and just say their name and not make it like a caricature of a
shout out to Fried Ricer.
Culture.
Do you think
Fried Ricer? Yep.
Do you think beefsteak will ever come back? Because we sure attached ourselves to beefsteak.
No,
I don't think beefsteak is ever coming back, but I love them.
I love beefsteak.
I was going to say I love beefsteak, but that would just be forcing myself to say their full name 800 times in one sentence. Like if I was just talking about beefsteak and I wouldn't shut up about beefsteak.
Beefsteak?
Beefsteak. I mispronounced it the first time and now I'm leaning into it.
Okay.
I'm just saying it now.
Now it's beefsteak. Beefsteak.
This is how slang terms come about. Is you just say things enough, and then
people attach to it. Yeah,
and then people just start saying them too.
Did beefsteak actually die at the end of episode 1?
I think so,
beefsteak exploded.
Yeah, beefsteak did. Yeah.
But then again, we've seen Foodons that exploded that came back later.
True, but it doesn't seem like Claudia attaches herself to Foodons.
Right, she throws them out when they lose. Real messed up, Claudia.
Maybe her final redemption act will be to bring back beefsteak.
She believes in separation of beef and steak.
Whenever she has a plate, she has all her different portions separated. They can't mix.
Yeah, well, she has her kibble over here. And then the wet stuff is over here.
No, the wet stuff's on a completely different plate.
Yeah.
There's no way. Because the juices will start mixing.
That's true. Well,
Y'all, I've been trying to... Okay, we're done here, right? We're done? I have been trying to stifle a big laughter because I keep thinking about Goofy's fourth mouth and the witch's ghost over and over. I can't.
Okay, fighting Foodon's theory, I bet 45 cents that Claudia has fleas.
Okay.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I legit think that I have a prediction for an upcoming episode and what the episode is going to be in its entirety. Are you ready?
Okay.
So I want to predict the entirety of the Claudia redemption episode.
I'm ready.
So, so first off, she's going to be it'll be a cliffhanger ending and it'll pick up after, they're invading some glutton base or whatever. And it's Claudia and a member of the Big Four, and like Claudia's defending the member of the Big Four while the Big Four member is like escaping. Because it's a self-destruct situation again. I don't know, whatever. Ending of every Metroid game. And Claudia gets totally wiped the floor with in a Foodon battle, and the Big Four are just like, all right, well, you're no use to us, bye, and abandons Claudia.
Her.
They put her in a little free kitty box.
Yeah.
Out in the rain. You see her, you see her out in the rain. And then Chase and company walk by her little free kitty box, and she's like... And they're like, okay.
Come on.
And the episode is focused on her properly learning how to cook and cooking her Foodon team, her
own Foodon team.
They're like, Claudia, you can't keep making all this microwave stuff. It's not healthy. Like, there's so much sodium.
That I summon my Foodon Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket.
I summoned my Foodon bagel, but oh no, they're gone.
They're gone. We ate them all.
Oh no. I really like this theory. I want to attach an extension to it, if I may.
Please, absolutely.
We get that. That's one episode.
Okay.
And we get, and we start to get Claudia redemption. And then at the end of the episode, she gets separated. What?
Sorry, by the way, for context, in an episode before this episode, Oslo died, so.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And Oslo's just gone. At the end of this episode, of the Claudia redemption, episode 1, she gets separated from the team. And in the next episode, we don't get Chase and friends, we just get Claudia alone.
Ooh,
where she gets
and
tested.
That's her redemption arc.
Right, and she tries to use her Foodons and it doesn't work, and she just reverts back to her evil ways a little bit.
I love that enemies to friends to enemies dynamic.
Yeah, well, like, you know, she loses a Foodon battle, all of her Foodons get stomped, and she, like, gets knocked to the ground, and then, like, she's desperately trying to escape, and as she's clawing through the dirt, she, like, sifts through the sand and, like, touches a bagel bite, and she's like, oh, I can still win! But at what cost? At what cost, Claudia?
And she chooses not to do it.
I found the bagel bites had thought to be lost for 3,000 eons.
They were all buried in New Mexico.
Oh no!
So I guess that's the episode.
That's the episode. Claudia redemption inbound. That's what we say every time.
It's what we say every single episode. But like the show's playing ball, so we have a 5-star review.
Wow, that's so many stars for a review to have. How'd
Only
you get
2
that
more.
many in there?
2 more. That's Legend of the 7 Stars.
Must have hacked in an extra star. From Masha012 saying, card games assisting the socialist ideology.
That's pretty accurate.
It is pretty accurate. This is one of my favorite podcasts right now. I've been keeping up with it since around episode 8, and now I finally have an Apple product so I can leave a review. This podcast got me back into Yu-Gi-Oh!, Card Fight, Kaijudo, Duel Masters, and in total just branched out from Magic the Gathering focus I've taken in recent years. Now I've been riding with the trip of fighting Foodons. It's definitely an experience. I look forward to your future episodes and whatever series you plan on doing next. As a side note, I just wanted to bring your attention to the fact that there is a card called King of Feral Imps. They have risen.
What?
Apparently. So there's that. We have to look up that right now. But the other thing we have to look up is Kaijudo, because I don't know what that is. I have not heard of this.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's kaiju with toes.
Whoa. Whoa. Hold on. This actually seems kind of neat. Hold on. So it seems like a spin-off of Duel Masters, which we also don't know a lot about. And this Wikipedia page is nothing. It's dead to me. It seems like it is like a trading card game thing, and the monsters are really big.
So like kaiju.
Kind of like kaiju, yeah. And it is also a show. It is in fact also a show.
Cool. That might be up for consideration.
I mean, we'll cover all of these shows eventually. It's just a matter of when.
Every single show.
Just a matter of when.
Every single show. Hey, you ever hear about a show called
Corey in the House?
That's the one. That's what I was thinking of for sure. You read my mind. That's the exact one that I had inside of my brain.
Are you sure you weren't talking about Bear in the Big Blue House?
Oh, or were we thinking about
if we're recording
House?
all of them, we have to do those eventually.
Yeah. Oh, can we do PB&J Otter next, actually?
I mean, you are in control of our fate, Ray.
I am.
But see, hey, you might be still thinking about what season 3 is going to be, but I already know what season 4 is going to be.
Fighting Foodons.
It's going to be Fighting Foodons again.
Fighting Foodons X Deus Food.
Yeah. We also have a second 5-star review from Sapphic Liz.
Wow,
and,
thanks, Sapphic Liz.
And they say simply, this slaps. Binging this is the greatest decision I ever made. End of review.
Aww, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I never thought
reading that
would...
review was the best decision I ever made.
Yeah. I never thought I'd bring joy to someone binging my content. What?
Ray,
all I do is binge your content.
That's because we're friends.
Legit.
And we're here, and whenever I'm here, you're binging my content.
It's true.
What is a friendship but binging...
content live as it happens?
What is friendship but live content?
Hey, what do you want to do this weekend? I don't know, we could just binge each other's content.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Oh, I said hell. Darn.
Hell's not a bad
fine.
word.
Hell's fine.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't say another.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry.
Literally is.
Take me out of this scape. We've been in this podcast for literally a week.
Let's take Ray out of this scape and get him into RuneScape.
Yes.
Or skatebirds.
Skatebirds.
Legit, y'all better buy Skatebird when it comes out.
I'm thinking about it.
I might.
It depends on how many tracks there are.
Yeah.
And how many birds there are.
And whether or not there's Steam Workshop support.
And if it comes out at the same time as Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, because if that's true, then I don't know.
And if they include Tony Hawk as a skateboarder, because that'd be really cute, because he's a hawk. No, tiny human, regular human, tiny hawk. Yeah, Tiny Hawk. Oh, that's a good... Close us out of here, Mars.
How funny
please.
is it going to be when they add like mod support and the only thing people use it for is to add in like character models from the Tony Hawk game?
Really funny.
Just peak irony right there.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for listening to our show. And I understand, like, and I get that, like, there was, especially on this episode, considering that there is like a week of silence between the two halves. But like, thanks for holding out.
Thank you for sticking with us, listening to the whole thing in its entirety.
Yeah, good job.
Honestly,
I'm proud of you.
Could you upload a week-long episode of a podcast?
I think that's one of our challenges.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on that one, though, is the thing.
Yeah, same. I'm busy that week.
I think it'll have to be
I don't know what week it is, but I'll be busy that week.
I think it'll have to be a rotational podcast with rotational hosts.
It's just where we all just talk to each other for a whole week.
Every 4 hours, there are different hosts.
Right, it just rotates.
Podcast. Absolutely. So, thank you for listening to our podcast. This one. If you thought that you were listening to a different podcast...
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you're not.
But this is Deck of Friendship. Surprise.
Surprise. You thought you were listening to the latest episode of the Penumbra podcast? No. It's this one.
You thought...
It's okay, Marble. Breathe. It's okay. Take your time.
You got this. Minecraft.
Yeah! You got there! Woo!
Well, thank you for listening to the Adventure Zone Friendship. And we'll see you next week.
Stop lying!
See you later, fam. We'll see you. Bye.
That's our sign-off. See you later, fam.
There we go.
Is that our sign-off? No!
That's it.
Right now.
I'm
See you later, fam.
recording to seal the deal.
Are we done? That's it?
That's it.